Yeah, I don't like it.
It's gonna be dry. It looks dry as fuck.
Stop swearing. Alive.
Is that empty?
No. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi, hi.
The music's too loud
We're
again.
back.
Let me just set everything up.
Oh, I need to throw that.
There's a bin in the kitchen. How's everyone doing? Yes. Alright, today, the Heva class. I know we did Bolo last week, but it made no sense to do Bolo before we did the De La Heva class, so that was my bad. But the Bolo should be a bit easier once you do this lesson. Isn't it, Kiwi?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kiwi says yeah. I hate this music. All these non-copyrighted stuff is so bad.
That's your stomach.
Yes. Okay, I've added memes to my stuff. It's gonna be hilarious. I'm trying to use this. I don't know how to, but I think it's like this. Trying to make it full screen. Skip this. We're doing De La Heva today, not the passes yet.
It looks like you. Is that, what's that guy? Lucas Lepre?
That's Lucas Leach.
Another Lucas
Yes, there's a lot of Lucases.
that look all the same.
Yes. So starting off, we have Gandalf over here in De La Heva. First, we'll talk about body positioning when you're playing the De La Heva guard. There's... I forgot my key to draw. Jesus. Why does this always happen? Where is it? Where is it?
What the hell's that?
No, don't look at the memes. It's not ready yet. It's not that time. Draw key. Okay. There we are. I don't know how to use that one, so I'm just gonna use this one. Yes, the full screen don't let me do stuff. Body positioning. You can take ankle grip, gi grip. It doesn't really matter to, well, it does if you're playing against Kiwi. Always take the pants grip, because she'll kick out. Depending on the person you're fighting, you're gonna switch between the ankle or the actual gi grip, but they're both good. Couple things we're gonna talk about today: the grips, the leg positioning, and mainly stop people from passing. Another thing is your hips positioning. See, we have Keenan here. He has his hips on kind of either on the top of the foot or on the inside. That generally makes your De La Heva a lot stronger from getting pushed down with that by the guy on top, basically. If your hips go on the outside, it gives more back exposure. You can grab the pants and stuff, but it makes your De La Heva hook a lot weaker, so people can push it down in that position. So do note that you kind of want to be square towards them to stop the leg push, but once you want to attack the back, you usually go off to the side, which makes a bit of difference. This is where people get lost the most. What should I do with my hands? Grip wise, isn't it, Kiwi?
You know, when I started, I didn't know what to do after De La Heva. Do I kick? Do I pull?
So here's a simple kind of drill that you can do to just know what to do with your hands regardless of what is happening. So we have a collar grip. She breaks the grip. I go to her sleeve. Doesn't matter which one, you can go far or near sleeve. Here we would have our own moves, obviously, but if she breaks that, we kick and we sit up and we grab the belt. That's really important. So again, we go from the collar break to the sleeve. If she breaks the sleeve, we move on to the belt. That will give you something to do with that arm, regardless of what the person's doing on top, or if she's just disengaging. And it's really important. Okay, each one of these grips will give you different moves, but for now, we're just gonna focus on the collar grip most of the time, because it's the kind of the most used one. Get ready for the next meme, Kiri. You ready?
Oh my god.
Step over prevention next. So, what you really don't want from the Heva is someone getting access to your legs and stepping over it, because that kills your Heva. So we need kind of a strategy to stop people from knee slicing you or stepping over that leg. And these are a series of moves that you can do, but you probably need to get good at one of them, or maybe two, but you've got to have a favorite over here. And at the same time, I'm going to talk about this leg positioning now. So if I keep my knee flared, or if I keep my leg dead, people can just push this down and step over freely anytime they want. So we need an active leg on this side, an active leg on this side, and that grip structure. It's really important. But couple of foot positionings. The first one's going to be foot on the hip, which I cheated here, and this is actually foot on the hip because I didn't cut the right video. But this is actually foot on ribs, right? Which I'm going to use the same clip for ribs, just to let you guys know.
So professional.
I forgot to film it. But imagine this foot is on the hip. Make that foot as heavy as you can, almost like you're stomping on the hip, and pull on the collar, and the person shouldn't be able to push that foot down and step over. That's our first step over prevention. Okay, just having a good structure with the foot on the hip. You can see her trying to step over, but she can't. Next up, we have foot on the floor. It's kind of an old school method. I don't see people using it as much, but I did go to a Heva seminar. Do you remember? The old guy?
Yeah, that was ages ago.
Yeah, he showed this. But he keeps his foot on
the guy with the
drama.
Allegations.
Yes, the drama.
He's a bad old man.
Yes, he was looking
Dirty
at you
old
funny.
Man.
He's looking at you funny, though. He has the foot on the floor. and he's just constantly moving like this to stop the person from stepping over. So that's another method. So we had two so far, foot on the hip or this one. I find it's way easier to take a pants grip on this case, because you can get up on your elbow and move around. Makes it a lot easier. But it's not impossible, you can just do it with a normal grip as well. Loopity loop. Now going back to foot on the ribs instead. Now the main difference between the foot on the hip and the foot on the ribs is the ribs variation. We deliberately give the person kind of a footlock position. So we put this foot right under their armpit around their rib cage. That's pretty much the main difference. And the good thing about it is we can use that foot, if we had long legs, to hook behind the person's kind of like lat over here, and we can actually use that to kick and off balance them a lot of times, or pull them towards us. So it's quite a controlling kind of foot. But that's pretty much it. Okay, So foot on the hip, you actually be the sole of my foot on the hip. So your knee slightly flared, while the foot on the ribs, your knees kind of in this angle here instead of open. That makes sense. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Well done. Next up, we have the stomp. If anyone knows Levi Jones, he's famous for this one. But this one basically is anytime someone controls that knee and they're getting ready to step over, requires tremendous practice of timing. You're just gonna pull and kick as they're trying to step over like this. And every time they try to step over, you're just gonna kick, extend to off balance them. Do it one more time here. As she steps over, I'm just kicking her thigh and coming back. Okay, so that's another option. Again, all of these, you're constantly using the collar grip to break their posture, and you're controlling some form of step. Well, you're preventing some form of step over this leg. The more you pull on the collar, the slightly better it is for breaking their posture, and it also makes their arms kind of weaker. She wants to posture right back up and push that leg down, while I want to break her posture and off balance her. So mastering this takes a long time. There's gonna be ones that you like and ones that you don't like. I'd say practice pretty much all of them and see which one you're the strongest at, and that would determine which one you're gonna kind of master. But at least have one before they step over your leg, because once they step over your leg, we have to do recoveries from there, which means we did sort of a mistake, and yeah, there's a lot more work, which happens to me all the time, so don't even worry. We just need a plan. Next meme, Kiri.
That is a freaking decade-old meme.
I'm starting at memes. I just started.
Oh my god.
Don't bully me.
Wow. I haven't seen that since I was 10.
Okay. Alright, we messed up. They stepped over our leg. It is time for us to do recoveries. So, we wanted to stop that step over.
Hi, Lise.
Hello, Lisa. Went to stop that step over somehow. We didn't do it. The person was good, or either we forgot, and they managed to step over. Oh yes, just so you guys know, what they generally want to do is either step over for a knee slice like this, they're gonna go leg reeve, which is this, where they step over and they insert that knee. That's kind of the main two they try to do once they step over your leg. Okay, so going back, we have a couple of recoveries here. The first one, it partners really well with foot on ribs. Okay, because it requires our leg to be in this sort of angle, which if we were doing the foot on ribs, it should already be. And as she steps over my leg, I'm gonna kind of get up on my elbow, and I'm just gonna tuck my knee towards my chest and kind of windshield my foot out again, if that makes sense. So she steps over and I do that. Okay, normally our brain will tell us someone stepped over, right? And we kind of want to extract our knee in this direction like we normally do and put it back, but it's way harder, and this requires less space, a bit more mobility, but in the real world this is how you're generally gonna get it. If you just try to bring your knees towards your chest, most likely they'll be strong enough to hold your leg in position. Okay, so after these recoveries, we will of course be attacking straight away. We won't be just staying here. We'll do that. We did the attacks already for the berimbolo, but this would be us trying to off balance the person, go for baby bolo, go for any other type of attack. But it's the recovery that we care about, going back to the Heva in a safe position. You can see my dead hook there, but I should be up there.
You're not setting the standards.
Yes, yes. Next up, this we kind of use against a stationary person. So let's say they stepped over our leg, right?
And then do nothing.
And then they're thinking about what they're doing. So this could be they step over like this, and they're just pressuring you in this position. Okay. They're usually pressuring you to kind of see what reaction you do, and then according to your reaction, they pass. Okay. So they haven't gone for leg weave. This is really important, because if you try this move while they're going for leg weave, you're likely gonna get passed. So specifically when they're just in this squatting stance, and that is we're gonna do something nasty, and we're gonna pressure their knee. So they step over our leg, and then in this kind of stance, I'm gonna slide my De La Heva hook up to her knee line, and I'm just gonna hamstring press against her knee. That will make her kind of back step a little bit to like kind of let go of the pressure. Then I take my foot back down off. It is. Do we move? Nope. So remember, all of these are because our leg is stuck in between hers. So all I'm doing here, hamstring the back of on the front of her knee to pressure her knee, and I'm pulling on her heel towards me. So you're going this two directions.
So it straightens my knee out.
Exactly. To straighten the knee, so she has to back step to relieve the pressure, and then you can take your leg out again. Got it?
Oh yeah, I
When?
lived it.
Wow.
It hurt.
Nice. So again, against a stationary target, this is probably a little bit better. Try the knee bar, pressure them to get your knee free. Next one is kind of the famous one that people teach, which is the Mendes reset. This is where, as they step over, my main concern is going to be to block the knee slice by creating this little wedge with my knee. So if my knee is somewhere around here, the person will be able to slice quite easily. But if I make like a little barrier here for her to knee slice through, then she won't be able to knee slice, and then I can collar drag her to the side like this. That will make her base, and that'll give me enough time to come back and put my foot on her biceps. And that's us reset it again. Drag, foot on the biceps, reset. I missed the foot on the bicep as well. It should have been here. I feel like I didn't save the first time I did it. That's annoying.
Show it to your phone and put it on this camera.
Oh man. Maybe I have it here. I knew I was missing one of them. Lessons. I'll never be able to find it, will I? Here. They step over. Nope. Step over French. Put on biceps. How is I not put this? So there is another one over here. Just this. Just foot on biceps. which looks like this, which is just that foot literally there, and it stops them from stepping over. And every time they kind of try to push your leg, you just swim on the inside. This is kind of the Mendes approach onto them not stepping over your leg. And this partners well with this reset, because after you drag, you can put the foot back in the biceps, and then that's you in that same guard. So far we had 3 little step over preventions: foot on the hip, which is Mikey's version. We had foot on the floor, which is the little Heva guy. Foot on ribs, which is Kaio's. And foot on biceps, which is the Mendes approach. Again, practice all of them until you like one. And the stomp, which is Levi. So you've got lots of ways to stop someone from stepping over your leg. And when they do step over, we have windshield, which is bringing your foot around like that. Knee bar pressure, if they're too kind of stationed like this. The Mendes reset when they're trying to knee slice. And that's you all recovered. So you should have a way to stop them from stepping over your leg, and if they do step over your leg, you should be able to recover in that ideal world. But harsh reality is they'll probably get through like you and me.
They'll be passing.
Yes. I don't remember what this is. Firstly.
This when you start taking my sleeves, isn't it? The different ones. You said yeah.
I think this is just me. Yeah. Oh, this is just me showing you that if you have the far sleeve, it's really hard for them to step over, basically. So that's one way you can stop them from stepping over as well. There you go.
Wow, my attempts.
But the problem is, it's not so easy to get your knee on the inside of the leg like this, and it's quite hard to just be pulling constantly on that sleeve. But that's what you want.
Can you not get a sweep just from grabbing that?
Yeah, there's lots of sweeps, but I'm not doing sweeps today. I'm just trying to get people's head around not letting people step over their legs. The near sleeve, I remember now what this is. Remember our grip drill? It was from here.
Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
Breaks the collar, grab the sleeve. If she breaks, basically I'm just showing you what to do if you do get access to the grips. This next one is the near sleeve, and the near sleeve generally kind of sucks, to be honest, but it's quite good if the person doesn't grab anything. So let's say you can push that arm away, then it's pretty easy for you to kind of off balance them in any direction towards here, like this, by just punching, and you're closer to the hips. But in the real world, everybody grabs something when you control that sleeve. They'll either be controlling a leg or here, and to break that grip takes quite a bit of effort, to be honest. And then Sean, so and then the last one is the collar grip. If you do have a collar grip, you're just doing basically a whole little drill there. You're using the collar grip to stop them from stepping over by breaking their posture while still using your legs. So constantly. You can make them base with a collar grip. You can throw them overhead.
Oh, wow.
But that's pretty much it. So to recap everything.
Someone next to me.
Yes,
I did.
Body positioning. That's an important factor. Hips on the inside. Control the ankle with either ankle grip or a trouser grip. And secure a nice collar grip. What to do with your hands. Remember the grip drill. This is something you can do at the start of the class pretty much every day. Collar grip, they break. I take the sleeve. If they break the sleeve, kick, sit up, grab the belt. Okay, nice and simple. They stepped. We want to stop them from stepping over your leg. So foot on the hip. That's one approach. Make it nice and heavy. Don't let the person step over that leg. So that would be Mikey's approach to it. Foot on the floor, De La Riva's approach. Scoot to the side, keep scooting. Don't let them step over your leg. Foot on ribs, which is Kayotera's approach. Make a certain angle with your legs to stop them from stepping over. And foot on the bicep, which is the Mendes style. Constantly be swimming, don't let them step over by keeping that foot nice and active. Everything partners well with the collar grip. Okay, it's really important. Gotta use the collar grip and this at the same time. Plus your leg constantly pulling towards your chest, maybe off balance them to the side. Levi's approach, the stomp. If you got perfect timing as they're trying to step over, kick, pull, kick, pull. Quite aggressive kick you have to do here. You can't play nice on this one. The moment you realize you messed up, you gotta do a reset drill. So wind chill, that's our first one. If you can. Knee bar pressure against someone who's kind of just stationary trying to pressure you. Knee bar, make them step back and you're all good. Mendes Brothers reset, which is as they step over, stop the knee slice by creating this little barrier of your leg. Pull, extend, foot on the bicep, you're back to De La Riva. And then if you do go through the choice of far sleeve, near sleeve, here are the rules for them. If you got far sleeve, you don't need to be worried about them stepping over your leg anymore, as long as you have a decent control over here. Their arm can be on the inside or the outside, but as long as you have this extension, they should be kind of scared of you. And if you have the near sleeve, you don't really want them to grab your collars or hips. So try to drag that arm to the side of your De La Riva like this. And they shouldn't be able to step over your leg either, because if they do, they'll just get off balanced. And again, really important, collar grip. Always be doing something with it. You have to time it really well with the pulls, sometimes the pushes. And same thing, think of your De La Riva hook as a collar grip that you can pull with your knees and push as well, and create angles from side to side. Alright, so all of this should give you a decent kind of De La Riva that stops people from stepping over your leg initially. So you guys all passed the requirement of a technical blue belt.
These all the memes. Oh my god.
Yeah?
Where are you getting these memes from?
It's my first day with the memes.
Did you make it yourself?
No. I don't have, it's not that deep. Alright, so all of these will partner well with our Monday's class that we did. So I didn't show any sweeps because I told you guys it's just a De La Riva prevention from the step over. But if you watch Monday's class, this should kind of give you a setup for Monday's class that we did last week. I should have done this one first, but Steve wanted the Berimbolo class, so I did it before this one. And then it reminded me that I didn't do a De La Heva class. But there's a lot more you need to learn from De La Heva. I think all of this, if you master it really well, I think you have a solid game already. Because this is the hardest part. Stopping people from stepping over your leg. And the recovery when they step over your leg. If you can do a 5-minute roll with someone on your De La Heva all the time, I'll probably give you a blue belt straight away. Because it's so hard. But once you get cool enough, you'll be able to do different types of De La Heva. Like hugging De La Heva, which is this, which we'll do a lesson plan for. We can do footlock De La Heva, which is this one, where we come underneath. There's a right time to use all of them, so you can add more attacks to your De La Heva guard instead of the traditional kind of Berimbolo drill. Alright, any questions about De La Heva? Kiwi, anything? What's your hardest? What do you find the hardest about De La Heva?
People always step over my leg.
Yeah. It's the same for me, and I'm a black belt.
And sometimes they don't even need to step over because I put my leg under anyway.
Yeah.
I let them step over. So. You
need so much discipline to
keep your foot up.
Yes. Keep your foot up, and two, the timing of these moves. They're really difficult.
You get lazy with one thing and then
yes.
it all crumbles.
And the annoying thing is you have to multitask with all your legs.
Yeah.
Like the De La Heva leg.
Like your feet
is
and
doing
the grips.
so much.
Oh, another thing, I don't normally get the collar grip.
That's when. So this is.
Because they'll like posture up and then.
Then
that's
that's our grip drill. This should solve it. If they break this, you generally don't grab anything.
Yeah.
But you can grab their pants. Yeah, you have to grab the sleeve. The only time to go for pants.
No, I always just go for pants.
But you need to go for pants the correct way as well. So this is when you play hugging or footlock De La Heva. So here, breaks the grip. I kick and then I grab the belt. But you need to sit up. If you don't sit up, it's really hard. Scoot underneath them, and then it's hugging De La Heva time. Or footlock, which you don't like because it hurts your arm. But if you drill it properly, this is my favorite. There.
I wish my legs were longer as well.
Yes, longer legs does help. Help tremendous. Alright, I click save button today.
Well done.
Let's see the rows we have today. It's Nogi round.
Nogi? Oh no.
Should you watch the Nogi round?
I don't think anything exciting really happens in Nogi.
I think that's the only one we have though.
Okay. We're not a Nogi player.
Was mine in the gi? On that road
You have both. You have a gi and Nogi.
Let me see if I have the gi one. That's Kiwi.
It looks so much better though, the quality.
I only have the Nogi on here.
Wow.
I'll do your Nogi round. Let's see Kiwi versus Marianne Nogi. We watched the gi version last week. Nice.
Amazing.
What was this? Lovely
Amazing.
single leg here. What'd you do wrong here?
Everything. Where's my head? I don't have the leg.
Little karate here.
I like the arm thingy.
Arm drag.
Yeah.
Here goes for her knee twist position that we all know by now.
If you're old me, yes.
That's a signature move.
It's my favorite.
Marianne goes for a back step. And she got your wrist trapped somehow in between there. Damn. Her arms are long.
Long limb.
That's a new move. I've never seen this one before. But as you come up on your elbow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You're keeping that elbow tight to stop her from underhooking.
Yeah.
And then she pins it and she passes it over. There. Pretty good.
Marianne's used to my moves. So she has to be creative.
Yeah, that was pretty creative.
Yeah.
You could sweep her right now, but you wait too long and then she backsteps.
Look at Miss Struggle.
That looks not nice.
You don't really know where to go from here.
Oh, you're pretty stuck, mate. I don't even know how you get yourself into that situation. That's pretty impressive. Oh, she lets go.
Let go. We'll probably get back in the same position anyway.
There's that leg block from the Kiss of the Dragon.
Beautiful.
You need to do with that arm. Sit up. Single leg attempt. Very nice. Let's see if she remembers how to finish. Show the drop here over here. Take your head to the outside. Oh. Threats of the fuller person guillotine.
Things and then when it's in real time, because then you think too much and then.
Lovely double leg there. Here's our De La Heva with Q's legs.
Ooh.
Sits for a foot lock. There, right?
Fell.
Here. You should be practicing something else instead of just trying to get up. Because getting up, you know you can get up anytime, right? Because here you can just sit up and it's gonna cause a scramble. Now anytime you get to these scrambles, generally speaking, the person who is got their head kind of above yours has the advantage. So if we were both scrambling here and she was also trying to get back to top position, she just let you go, right? She would end up in like front headlock on you on Torito or something. So it's kind of really dangerous to lead with your head like this to try to get up. So just try to invert through to a berimbolo.
Yeah, probably not thinking anything like that.
You guys also roll like animals.
So it's fun rolling with Marianne.
Yeah. The roll gets more intense as they go. You can see some hair pulling by the 5th minute mark.
Just gets primal after.
So if you're setting up one leg, single legs,
What am I doing?
you might as well just go shin to shin.
Huh? Oh,
Instead of just hugging the leg.
I forget Nogi things.
Nice over unders pass.
Because when you go shin to shin and then you get X, is it X guard? I don't know where
One
to
leg
go.
X.
One leg X. I don't know where to go from there.
You do, you just forget.
Yeah. So I don't.
Igor, what's your mat again? I think it's called Canon. Canon? It's like the first thing that you find on Google when you type in Mats UK or something.
It's so different with Nogi. We stand up a lot more.
Nice single leg by her. Yeah, it's almost scrambles. It's
Yeah.
like people learn wrestling in Nogi. Nice little floppy to flop. Ooh, knee slice here. Now the rules of your knee twist are if she gets her hips next to yours, it's quite hard to do
Yeah.
the knee twist.
Yeah. Oh, where are we?
We're at home.
It's in Wood Green.
Can't proxy us. There's the there's the sneaky foot. That's a good mount. Oh shit. Gave up. There's a little.
Oh, I was trying to kick her face.
The kick her face move. How to lose
Why
your.
does that never work anymore?
How to
In
lose
white
your
belt,
moves.
it worked on everyone. Now it doesn't work on anyone.
People get better.
I mean, I think at least one time it should work. I miss when white belt moves worked all the time.
Oh, nice row for.
He's like smiling.
Nice.
I'm like, let me sit.
Very bad mat etiquette right there.
We'd be tired. How long is this? How long are we in? 5 minutes.
It's 4 minutes.
Oh.
Every row we have is not really 5 minutes because you guys stop from hitting the wall. You stop from here.
How's that our fault? It's a small space.
Your legs are so floppy. You gotta have a habit of keeping that foot somewhere.
It's
And
okay.
stop spinning if she's got control of that leg. These are things that I tell you all the time.
Yay!
Nice spinny spin.
I'm like, if I spin, it will be okay.
Here you finally.
I'm trying
here you.
it. I'm trying.
No, this is when you finally realize that you can go one leg X.
But
It took you 5 minutes to remember.
and then look where it got me.
Ugh.
Oh, was that it? Good stuff. Literally at the end.
Very good roast, right? Alright guys, that is it for today.
Just a little troll roll.
Very true. Yeah, I wish I had my white belt roast so I can make fun of myself as well. Alright guys, have a lovely week. Weekend. I'll see you all on Monday. Monday we'll take a look at the sweeps and more De La Heva stuff.
Take care, guys.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.